Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630, and today I'm going to show you how to operate an electric bike. Stick around. All right, so today I'm going to show you how to operate an electric bike, but before I do, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630 so you're the first to know about all new content, products, everything we're putting out, and also monthly, weekly giveaways for shirts, e-bikes, bikes, and accessories. Sorry, lost my voice, but please hit subscribe. All right, so electric bikes gaining lots of popularity, lots of questions on how do they work, how do I operate them. I have a couple examples today of our 630 e-bikes. I'm going to show you how they work, how they operate, and I think it's going to cover, for the most part, a lot of electric bikes. So, right, what I have here is our Reach Your Destination 500 watt electric bike, and we've got the battery mounted on the rear, our controls up here, and our display. Now, there's going to be different locations of the batteries depending on the type, brand of e-bike you have. Commonly, they're on the rear rack. Sometimes they're mounted in the middle here in the frame, and other times they're right behind the seat tube here. In addition to that, you're going to have different motor locations. Ours in the rear hub right now. Some are in the mid-drive in the crankset here, and sometimes they're in the front hub. On our tricycle, that's actually a front hub motor. So different locations. In terms of the operation, how they work, usually very similar, but just kind of giving you a heads up, there's different places for all these things. And then up here, you're gonna have your screen and your controls. If you have a throttle, that will either be here at your thumb, or there are twist throttles as well. And then you're gonna have controls typically on the left hand to do up and down for how much pedal assist you do on the bike. So, with that said, let me take you through this. Now, some batteries are going to require an on-off switch. At 630, we actually have an on-off switch for the battery. It's used so if you have the bike sitting, you can just turn that off, reduce the power. Not all e-bikes will necessarily have that. Our battery has the switch underneath here. So if that is not turned on, the motor and the display, nothing will turn on. So again, look for that on the batteries of some e-bikes, not all. We have other e-bikes that they don't actually, like our tricycle and our internal Every Journey e-bike. They do not have switches to turn the battery on and off. In addition, you're going to have your charging port back here, and you can take the battery on and off in this case. We have another video about that, or several videos, but today I'm going to show you strictly just how to operate the e-bike. So, the first thing, and I'm just going to put my helmet on, safety always first. You got to get that battery turned on if it's required. Then you're going to have a power switch up here. So if you can come in a little bit closer. You're going to have a power switch located somewhere on your handlebars with the controls usually for the pedal assist. So in this case, it's right here. And we turn that on, and then that's going to turn on the display. Now your motor is officially on and ready to be used. Now also, you're going to see a pedal assist level, and I'll show you a different display we have in a second. In this case, you can see we're in pedal assist 1. We've got miles per hour, the battery juice, and then our odometer here. This is a fairly new bike. We've only gone 2 miles, so very low. But now, you're going to have these controls here for the up or the down. So if you want to bring the camera right here, I'm going to show you. If I push the down button, pedal assist can go down to 0, right? And so you can change these while you're stationary or while you're riding. This is the level assistance the motor is going to give you when you're pedaling. You can either have a level 1, and this is basically like if there's 5 levels, each level is going to give you about 20% more output from the motor than it's capable of, right? So in pedal assist 1, you get about 20% of the motor, 40%, 60, 80, 100% of the motor in level 5. Now, in this case, too, this is different for some e-bikes. Now, some e-bikes won't even have a throttle. In our situation, we've got 2 different types of models, actually. In this model, the pedal assist level actually dictates how much power you also get with the throttle. So, If this is in pedal assist 0 and I click the throttle, the bike actually will not move anywhere, right? Now, if I put this into pedal assist 1, and I'm just going to do a quick demo, and I put this, you can see the bike will move, right? So that actually will also dictate the throttle level. Now, that is not true for all e-bikes. I'll actually show you another one where regardless of what pedal assist level you're in, you hit the throttle and the bike will go. Now, it's actually a nice little safety feature to have that, because if you put this in 0, it's just nice to know, everything's disengaged and you don't have to worry about the bike taking off on you or something. So that's pretty much, it. The bike is now on and the motor is on and everything's ready to go. So in terms of just operating it, you would start pedaling, and then I would engage, or I would increase the pedal assist for the motor to then kick in. And then when I stop pedaling, the motor will disengage unless I pull the throttle, right? So let me show you. I'm gonna get going. Now I'm in pedal assist 0, right? So watch me. Now I'm shifting into 1, and now 2, and I'm off and running. And that's it, we're operating an e-bike. Okay, now I'm gonna swing around. Okay, now what I like to do, I'm gonna take this down to 0 when I stop, so now the motor's disengaged, pull the brake, and come to a stop. Now, if I'm gonna engage the throttle, the process is very much the same. I'm in 0 right now, see that safety feature? And I can just get going. Now I'm just gonna get going, increase my pedal assist to like 2 or 3. Okay, now I'm just gonna stop pedaling and engage my throttle, and I'm off. And now I'm just under the full power. I'm at 15, 16, and I'm coming around. You're losing sight of me. And now I'm back, and here I come. And I'm just full throttle, and this is working. Now I'm just gonna brake, and I'm gonna take this down to 0 when I stop. And I'll do a quick loop. So I'm on 0. And pop that into 1 and just use the throttle to help me out. Take it down to 0 again, and come to a safe stop. Now, like I said, there's different. Now I have it in 0 when I'm dismounting, and I put the kickstand down, and I'm just gonna turn the motor off. I would say in a perfect world, turn the motor off before you dismount, but in this case, I did have it in level 0. Now I'm just gonna show you, if you can come in a little closer. The operation premise is really the same. And actually the tricycle, I take that back. We do have a power switch here. So same thing on the battery here, there's a power switch, and that needs to be turned on. And then we have a different display, but the premise is completely the same. You can see we've got our pedal assist levels. We can just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now in this case, let's just test this really quick. Now this one I believe too. So same thing, when you're in 0, nothing engages. Put it into 5. Well, actually, let's get pedaling first. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Whoop. Okay. I have it in 7th speed. It's a little tough. There we go. Okay, now I'll just engage the motor. Okay, now the motor's going. And I'll just... And we're operating. And then I can pull the throttle, put that up to level 5. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to come to a stop. I'm going to downshift, put that into 0, stop, and then I'm going to turn this off and get off and engage the brakes to just get off. So that's the tricycle, and I'll show you just one more, which is our every journey. Just one more different display, but again, operation is the same. And in this case, we just have a power button here. Just hold that on. And in this one, Let's take a quick look here. Heads up for a second. Okay, actually, so anytime you're in zero, it's disengaged, right? So the throttle disengages, so that's good to know. And but it's the same premise. Everything's the same. You're going to see different displays, but the premise for all e-bikes is the same. Again, all of our e-bikes have throttles. Not all on the market do. So I'm going to start out in zero, push this up, and we're pedaling. And we'll take that down to zero. And I'll turn it off. And there you have it. So that is how you operate an e-bike. If you have any other questions at all, please don't hesitate to ask. You can comment below. We always respond to our comments, or shoot us an email, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. And don't forget, visit our website, sixthreezero.com, and take our Body Fit quiz. You're going to answer a few questions about your body and your life, and our proprietary algorithm will fit you to the perfect bike for you. And we have a 90-day test ride your e-bike policy. In 90 days, if you don't love your e-bike, send it back, no questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, join our community. We have a Facebook pedalers group and an app for iOS and Android. You can join the group before you purchase and talk to real riders who have bikes already. Ask them how they use it, how does it perform, and see in the app actually how many miles they ride and on what bike. So it's a great place to get a lot of information before a purchase. And after you purchase, join up and be a part of the fun. You can compete on the leaderboard for weekly giveaways. You can also share photos and make new friends. We'd love to have you. All right, so thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, your journey, your experience, enjoy the ride.